Hello and good morning to all viewers. I am your host and you are watching Guftgu. Today we are going to discuss about the foreign ministers meetings which are going to held in New Delhi on 2nd March, and most importantly the meeting is undergoing on. S. Jaishankar is the host for all the G20 members foreign ministers. This meeting is quite crucial because this meeting brings the lay work for the head of states meeting which are scheduled in the November 2023. G20 is the most important forum to discuss the world pressing challenges like the climate change, like the food security, like the war on the Ukraine. How can they resolve the war? Because 1 year already passed, but the war is still the on. So it poses major threat to the entire developing country because developing country depends on mainly agriculture, and Russia is the main producer of the agriculture, wheat, urea, and all the things. So there is a challenge in the front of the developing country, global south, that how can they manage to end this conflict. India is now seen as a global leader. So India must give a solution to entire country to mutually accept the Russia and Ukraine, and the war will be end soon. The most important thing is that India's agenda is one world, one community, and common shared future. This is the theme of India G20 presidency. It's the historic milestone because the G20 launched in 2000, and now after the 20 years, India is able to get a presidency for the such a vast organizations. So it's a crucial thing because the G20 held a common background work for the future scopes and the future agenda of the world. Because the United Nations organization now is not able to fully functional because it's not able to solve any kind of deadlock between the Russia and Ukraine. It's not in the hand of the UNO, United Nations organization, to solve any conflict around the world. So it's an important thing that the India has a chance to put itself as a global leader of the global south and a country which can set an agenda for entire world. India has the potential, India has the capability, India has the youth, India has the economy. The only one thing is required is the dedication and the willingness of the Indians leaders to work at the weight of India, to work like as a weight of India, world largest democracy, 1.4 billion people, world fifth largest economy. So we have to realize our potential and work, set as an agenda in the betterment of the developing country. We have to speak on behalf of Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, which the nations which are not present in that room, because we are the leader of the third world country. So it's a very important meetings going on. Jaishankar is the host, and Jaishankar is a renowned diplomat clearing the IFS, Indian Foreign Services. So I have the full faith on the S. Jaishankar that S. Jaishankar delivered its best. After that, India is now this week is a foreign busy schedule with the foreign ministry because the Italian Prime Minister landed today. She receives a grand welcome at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. PM Modi held a bilateral discussion in Hyderabad House in New Delhi. And I think Italy is the most important partner in the Europe also because we have to make a check counterbalance for the France and Britain also because they only pretend to be India friends when they saw interest in India. Britain is already inclined almost every time towards Pakistan. So we have to develop more many partners in the Europe so that we can counter the France and Britain's narratives. The second most important thing is that after this there is a SU summit also. So India now has a right chance to become a leader, to become a permanent, to ask a permanent seat in the United Nations organization. How can even we decline India's candidature for the permanent seat in the Security Council? Because a nation 1.4 billion people is second largest tea producing country, second largest such kind of youth populations and a huge IT sector. Why they are not going to give the India's permanent seat? Now in this today world scenario, it's not possible for any nations, any country, any part of the region to solve any pressing challenges of the world without the help of India. India is a genuine voice of the world. So they have to take care of that India wise. They have to give the permanent seat to India. if they want the democratic representation in the United Nations organization. So G20 is the most powerful global body today, India headed. So we expect India as a leader. They can bring brought their agenda to the betterment of the developing countries. We can take a keen eye on the G20 foreign minister outcomes, and we will watch what outcomes after this meeting. Till that, you watch my channel, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon. Thank you and have a nice day and Jai Hind.